Hi ladies, it's Penny with my second little tutorial on decorating my eggs. It's decopage today, and there's a few I've done already. You can see them. Yeah, you can see them. Yeah, if I keep on here. This one I painted blue first. Give it more of a rustic feel, and I wanted the blue sky, and then I added greens for a bit of the grass, so it's just slightly different, but doing it this way it did end up quite dark, so I had to more or less repaint the whole napkin. Okay, because you couldn't see the colours, you know, in the, I think the mice sitting on the hen's back having a race. Are they? They're hamsters or mice, I think. No, they're not mice. I think they're hamsters or something of that description. So that's that one. These comical little mice. These are mice. And some napkins. So I did. This one ended up a bit better because I've got them lined up properly there. Okay, so you can see they're lined up properly, and they're giving each other spring daisies. And this one I do like very much. It's my poppy napkins, and I've done this on a hen's egg. No, a duck egg, a white duck egg. So that's more or less what we're going to do. But start me off. I've painted. I'm a bit low on eggs. Need to blow some more eggs. I've painted this one because this was a hen egg, so therefore it was brown. Now my cardinal sin, I didn't do gesso first, so the paint which I've used, which is like a pearlescent paint, it slips on it. So, but I don't think it will matter in this instant because, as I say, I'm covering it. So I'll be doing this, and I've also covered the duck egg to show you how I'll paint it after. But for this little bit, I've just got my napkin. As I say, this is a nice big one, big square, and it's butterflies, poppies. So I cut out a number of, I tore out, you don't cut, tore out some shapes of the butterflies, and I've also kept somewhere over here a few of the butterflies, so you can always add on little extras if need be. So, and there's one ready to go there. So as I've painted it, almost all dry, almost, and in this little tub I've got PVA glue and a little bit of water, and that's what I'm using. You could use your mud podge if you want, but it's much cheaper, isn't it, PVA? So, and it works just as well, I think. So that's that. The other thing you need is, you don't want to touch it with your fingers because you'll be stuck all over and it will tear your wet tissue. So have a few pieces, if I get tangled up, a few pieces of cling film around, which I have. I've got one sitting on my lamp so I can grab it, and one sitting on another lamp. Because if you start touching it with fingers, you're getting a mess. So here we go. So I've cut out this sponge, just pulled out a bit of the spongy bit to nestle my egg in, which is very handy when I'm doing like dot painting as well on the egg. So anyway, we're going to just paste it around like so, and I want one of the big ones first, a biggie piece at the front there. So all I'm going to do is at an angle, this tear, but it doesn't matter, but I didn't put any paste there, so I am going to put some paste there and just tap it slightly. Another thing to do as well, especially it's difficult with an egg because it's a funny old shape. So I just did little cuts around it. I should have done that before when it was dry. And then I'm going to get my cling film, cling wrap, cling film, and just gently, see my fingers are sticky now, that thumb, just gently smooth out as many of the wrinkles as you can, like that. Now don't use the same cling film, because if you accidentally use that bit again, it will smear, it will stick. Right, got to be careful now, turn it round, and then paint the other side, like so. And we'll have this one because it's got a nice bud in it. I don't want it to, there we go. You'll take you a bit more time. I didn't cut it again, did I, ladies? Got my scissors there. It's filming, isn't it? You forget these things. A lovely bluebell there. Trying to get the right colour blue to when I touch it up. Right, bit more cling film I think, because my hand's going to be sticky. So what we're doing is exactly the same. Okay, and I'm just smoothing out where I can. Okay, like that. Be careful how you take it off. And I'm going to put another cling film, which I've got here, which I've done a few, isn't it? Right, and I'm just going to tap down the bottom where my sticky fingers have been. Okay, so you do that, like that. You can add an extra butterfly. So it's quite small, this one, in the hen egg. But the duck eggs are not that much bigger, I don't know why. Oops, see, I've touched that. You can always touch it up. And I've stuck a flower to my finger. So that's basically it. And then you've got to put that one somewhere very safe to dry. Woo! Okay, so I'm putting mine up there and I've ripped up again. But I can touch that up. I'm wondering it's because the paint wasn't quite as dry as it should have been either. So it's sticking to the paint as well. So we'll end up with something like that. You see? Took a bit more care because I wasn't on camera. Okay, and that's not quite dry, but when it is, I'll come back and we'll paint the shadows in and touch up a little bit. Oh God, I'm having trouble here again. Yeah, stand up. Alright, stand up on that one. There we go. Alright. That's quite good, that. Look, a palette. Oh, where is it? My palette pot holds the eggs quite good, like that. Where they're drying and that. Or you can dry them by putting a skewer few like that, so it's not sitting on its bottom and staying wet, which it would do. I'm putting a skewer through. I am. There. Oh, come here. Come on. Oh, da. Come on, come on. I've not got the pointy end, that's the trouble, isn't it? Oh, there goes. Alright, yeah, it's not quite dry, see. So, what I'm going to do with that is let it dry properly, and it will dry all the way around properly if you put it on a skewer and put it in the air, somewhere airy like that. Okie dokie. I'm going to let that dry, and I'll come back to you and we'll paint a bit. I'll just clear up my desk a bit. Thank you for watching, ladies.